So today I wanted to do a review of the highly anticipated Urban Decay Electric Palette. This palette was released on the 18th of this month. I did go to both Sephora and Ulta and did not see them at either location. And today I went to Sephora and I was walking around and I just so happened to see it laying on the counter where they apply your makeup, and I was like, oh my goodness, they have it. And then I started swatching it, and then I asked the manager, like, where is it? I don't see anywhere. And he's like, it's not out on the shelves yet. And I was like, oh. And I was like, but do you guys have it? And he's like, yeah, it's in the back. I'm like, so can I get one? And he's like, yeah, I'll get you one. I go in there all the time, so they know me. So I was able to get it and I was really excited. I don't know if I necessarily needed it or wanted it, but I got it anyway, just for the simple fact that if you know Urban Decay, you know their stuff just flies off the shelf and they're hard to get when they initially come out. So I decided just to get it. I did like the colors when I swatched them and I thought they were fun. So I was really excited when I was able to purchase it, and I have been playing with it since I got home, which is like an hour ago. So enough blabbing. This palette comes in this really nice sturdy packaging. I love the design on it. I think that it's amazing. I love neon. I think that those colors are really fun and the packaging just looks amazing. They couldn't have done better in my opinion. It's plastic. It's great for travel. They've got this magnetic that's really sturdy when you close it, and I don't feel like it opens very easily. I have the Naked 1, 2, and 3 palette. The packaging on those aren't as good as this one. I think this one's great, and you could throw it in your purse, you could throw it in your travel bag, and it will not open up and make a mess. So I did really enjoy that. The palette comes with 10 shades, all of which are vibrant to more vibrant to the most vibrant shades I've ever seen in my life, but they are very true to pigment. It also comes with a double-ended brush as per usual. Urban Decay always has brushes in them. They're usually pretty decent quality. This one's just okay in my opinion. The shader brush at this end is pretty decent, and this one is just something I guess you would use to pack on color. I'm not really that impressed with it because I do like the ones that come in the other palettes, but this one was just to me, so whatever. That's not really my main focus. My focus is on the shadows. The shadows are really nice. I think that they swatch really beautifully. The true to color, what you see is what you get. If you walk around, swatch different colors, you'll see that they're bright in the pan, but they're not bright when you apply them to the skin, and that's not something that I think particularly people care for, but these shades are just very true to color, and I really like that about it. 2 of the shades are previously used and the other 8 are brand new to this palette. The Chaos and Revolt are the 2 previously used ones. I don't own Chaos, but I think Revolt is in the Vice 2 palette, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure. But the palette came with a disclaimer. The disclaimer said that the colors Slow Burn, the color Savage, and the color Jilted are not intended for eye use, which really baffled me because I'm pretty sure that this is a pressed pigment palette and that it's intended for the eyes. Yes, you can use them for the cheeks or whatever else, but I know that people's primary use for this palette is going to be the eyes. I did use the Slow Burn today on my outer crease, and it didn't have any irritants to me. It didn't irritate my skin or burn or anything like that, but I know everybody's skin is different, so if you are buying this palette, just be very careful when applying it to your lash line and in your wherever you place it. Just be very careful. So I really like the fact that Urban Decay made these shadows circular versus the rectangular in the Naked palettes. I feel like it's better and it's more practical for use of brushes of different size, and it won't be like the other ones are just too small. I wish they were in this circular shape, so I did like that about it. These colors are so pigmented. They swatch beautifully. Most of them are glittery or shimmery. They have one matte shade in this, and it is this color Savage right here. This palette is not intended for everyday use. It's not intended for those of you who are looking for something that you want to use on a day-to-day basis. This is strictly for fun, in my opinion, or for makeup artists who have a clientele that like fun colors, or you're just someone who just loves makeup and likes to play around different colors. This palette is for you, but everyone else, I really feel like it's something that if you go to the store, it's not essential to your makeup collection. The other thing about this palette is that it doesn't have any transition colors, so you will be reaching for other shades. I do feel like a lot of these shadows don't pair well together. You can, but like if you want to use them more naturally, you will have to reach for other colors because they're all just so vibrant that if you use too many of them together, I feel like it would be like overkill on the eyes, in my opinion. But whoever wants to do it, go for it. I'm not against it. Just me personally, I don't feel like I can just wear a bunch of these colors on my lid. I'll look crazy, in my opinion. So, starting with the first color, I will include swatches of each. The first is the color Thrash. This color Thrash is a glittery matte type shade. It's matte but with a lot of glitter in it, and it's a beautiful lime green shade. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes. When I put it on my eyes, I feel like it looks more yellowy than it does lime green, but everybody's skin is different in tone. So I am brown, so therefore it looks more yellow on my skin, but if you're fair, it'll probably be a little bit more true to color. The next color is a more wearable green in my opinion, and it is the color Freak. It is so beautiful. I love it. There's a MAC shade. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's very similar to this, and I love that shade as well. I think this is really gorgeous on the skin, and anyone can pull it off. Just so beautiful. If you wear it with the right shades, this will be really beautiful on the lid. The next is the color Urban, which is my absolute favorite. It's this purple shade right here. When you swatch it on your hand, it is just to die for. I thought it was so beautiful. I feel like it's got some touches of pink in it, and when you move your hand, it kind of changes from like a deep purple to like a purple pink. So I really did like that about that. Again, I think that this color can be wearable if you pair it with other eyeshadows that are nice and go well with it. The next color is Jilted, also a really beautiful color. It was also one of the colors to be wary of, but I think it's so beautiful. It's swatched beautifully, very creamy, very gorgeous. I love, love, love it. I actually feel like you can wear these two together and you can get away with it, but it still will be really vibrant on the lid. You just have to blend, 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 of course, and you know, hope that it all meshes together really well. But the next shade is Chaos. Chaos is just this super blue. I love it. I think it's really nice. It's a matte meets glitter shade, kind of like this lime green Thrash color. I like it. It's a little bit chalky, but when you build it on the lid, it looks fine, or on your skin. The next color is this color Fringe right here, which is a aqua shimmery shade. Again, really beautiful on the skin. I love the way it looked. The Thrash and the Chaos are more of like a matte with glitter, whereas these shades right here to me are more shimmery and they're a little bit more easy to maneuver on the lid. The other ones can be a little bit tricky to work with, but they're still really nice. The next color, which is the only matte color in this palette, is the color Savage. This really bright pink. It's really bright. That's really all I have to say about it. The next color is Slow Burn, and this is a really beautiful color. I wore it today and I paired it with this color right here, and I like burnt oranges. I think they complement my skin tone really well, and I feel like anyone who's tan or deeper in tone can carry these colors off. Even fair people, if you blend it and mix it with the right colors, this can be really gorgeous, especially for the upcoming spring and summer months. This color Gonzo is really, really vibrant in my opinion. It's a really beautiful blue. It's like a blue ocean, like a Caribbean blue. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really pretty with really nice finely milled shimmer in it and glitter. The next color and the last color in this palette is Revolt, and this is a very true silver. It swatches as silver it looks in the pan, and I feel like Urban Decay has the best silver on the market just because that it's just very true to color, and it's like bam silver when you put it on the lids, and I really like that, and I think it's fun to play around with. Overall, my opinions of this palette is that I really like it. I think it's great. The colors are very bold and they're very bright. I don't think they're very wearable, but at the same time, you can pair them with other shades that you have in your collection, and it can be wearable if you just blend, like I said, and pair it well with other things. I feel like if you're someone who doesn't have a big makeup collection, like I would not suggest it, just for the simple fact that you will not have many options, and it is very pricey. It's $49. So I feel like it will be like kind of a waste because you'll be reaching for this palette, then you'll be reaching for another one. but if you're someone who has like a bunch of shades and you don't mind, then definitely go for it. I feel like the Thrash and the Chaos are a little bit chalky in the fact that they don't, like when they go on the skin, you have to like build them and play with them. And that some of the colors, like the more vibrant of the colors like Chaos, and I think Savage as well, they tend to stain your skin. When I put them on, I had to like really work at taking it off with a wet wipe. But other than that, this palette is a lot of fun. It's really nice. If you're someone who wants a little spice in your life, you should definitely go out and get it. It's perfect for the spring and summer months that are finally here. And that pretty much sums it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.